Hello everyone, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition, Campaign 5. This is patch 5, and we have now made it to the beach. And so now it stands to just see what's different here now that we've saved Shadowheart previously. I will take the cash and a fish for 5 camp supplies. Camp supplies, general tutorial. Certain items, such as food, can be used as camp supplies. You will need camp supplies to regain hit points and spell slots during a long rest. Perfect. And, oh, look who it is. With her strange box. Very shiny armor. Wake her, reach for the artifact, or leave. I'm just going to wake her. I don't want to probe too much right now.
You're alive. I'm alive. How is this possible?
It doesn't matter. We made it.
True. Seems like we're the lucky ones, judging by all the corpses strewn about.
Still some issues having lips move during
Remember
conversations.
the ship. I remember falling. Then nothing.
You have any idea where we are?
No. I don't recognize this place. But anything's an improvement on where we just came from. First things first. We need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads.
You want to stay together?
We need each other. And we both know what's at stake. I can't think of better company.
Right, let's get moving.
One thing, just before we go. I wanted to thank you again for freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
You are very welcome, Shadowheart. Now, does she still have what we had equipped her with up there? Yep, she's still got her short bow and her dagger. That's excellent.
Never a dull moment.
We will lead the way. There's going to be a few more corpses around here. Barrels. Now that we know that food is important, that's 10 camp supplies. Water is not camp supplies, interestingly.
How much further can I go?
I guess we can still use it for things like putting out fires if we need to. Bottles not used for anything, but fish is still supplies.
Bit of a fight by the looks of it. Not that it mattered in the end.
And there's usually plenty of supplies up here as well.
Fresh water. There must be a settlement somewhere nearby.
Just start hoarding all of the meat and fish, apparently. And, you know, really looking forward to having fish heads for dinner. And another dead fisherman. And I don't know if the small bottles have any kind of a function, but if they do, I've never found it. There's some thieves' tools. They'll come in handy. Tongs. Don't think we need tongs. Is this telling me that my weight is already encumbered? Oh, okay. So we're up to 119 carry weight. If we take that, we become encumbered. And if we take more, we become heavily encumbered. Alright, well, we'll trade off some of the heavier equipment to Shadowheart, I guess. Spread the burden a bit. And we have packages of supplies. If we sort by weight, this brain I'm holding on to probably don't need that as much for anything else. That evens us out a little bit. More fishes means more fish. And a bunch of these dead guys. And the locked ancient door to the tomb, our first rune circle. But for now, we're going to move upwards this way. And the first thing we're going to do is with Shadowheart. We have Shield of Faith, level 1 abjuration spell. Increase a creature's armor class by 2 and use concentration to do it. We're going to give that to Frobo, who is going to stay up in the front lines.
More of those wretched things.
They didn't get too far away from us. If you didn't see the presentation about this and you didn't know, now that Shadowheart is concentrating on a spell, if you wish to get rid of that concentration prematurely, you can just click here and on the little cross. That will cause the concentration to end at a time convenient to you.
Better stay back. One strike could be lethal.
So they are surprised, which is perfect. One down.
Can't give up. Not now.
How far out is the other? Not too far. We miss regardless.
Dull moment.
They lose their surprised condition and they can now take reactions and otherwise attack on their turn. But between us,
Let's finish this.
we're doing all right.
You fight well. Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant prospect.
And we've leveled up to 2 already. So, let's take... Shadowheart still seems to be a few XP behind. And for whatever reason, we can't see the remaining experience on this overlay anymore. I don't know if that's to do with just the resolution that I'm currently playing.
Is that blood? No.
But current experience 5 up to level 3. But hey, we can level up to level 2 fighter. Our maximum hit points becomes 20. And we get action surge, granting us a second action on one of our turns. Which is very nice. More cash is very welcome. Now, we don't need the corpses of these intellect devourers. So we'll just keep pressing on. There is a chest up here. And one more intellect devourer up there.
Ready.
Since we both have good dexterity, our dexterity bonus is included in our initiative roll. So its initiative is 1d20 plus dex. And you'll see it used dash there to move closer to us. Most enemies now have the capacity to dash. We do not currently need to long rest. We're still doing just fine. Find some basic poison and another dead mind flare. Potion of healing and void bulb are very welcome. And an abducted nobleman. 10 gold, a generic locket, 2 camp supplies for some garlic, and a rapier, a finesse weapon that does 1d8 piercing. Shadowheart is currently using a dagger. If we send that to Shadowheart. She is not proficient with this, so she could wield it, but would not have +2 to her attack rolls. So you see, currently proficient with the dagger is 2 proficiency and 2 dexterity for +4. This is just +2 dexterity, no proficiency bonus. So we'll stick with the dagger. We'll save the rapier for somebody else later down the line. Putting ourselves back up front in the party. Over here in these boxes, there should be something for us. More thieves' tools. Some dried beef sausage, 3 camp supplies. And then this chest here is locked. Now, I don't know who has the better proficiency between us and Shadowheart. We have +3 dex, so I think we'll give this a shot. And you'll see if we try and lockpick, previously it would come up with a short bar and say, it would just kind of load the bar and tell you if you succeeded or not, whereas now we get the full dice roll experience for our skill checks. 16, plus 3 is 19. That's higher than 5. This is now unlocked. 15 and a leather helmet, plus 1 to dexterity saving throws. There is no reason somebody shouldn't be equipped with that right now. Now we have a nice helmet. And if we work up this way, we should find a rather disgruntled rogue. Hello.
Hurry! I've got one of those brain things cornered. There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
Stand back. We'll manage that.
There. Can you see it?
Just a dumb boar. You're relieved. Until you see the flash of a dagger.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on.
Don't we? I saw you on the ship. Free, scuttling about. You're in league with them, aren't you? Those tentacle... Ah!
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light. The fear.
What was that? What's going on?
I really have no idea.
Those tentacled monsters. Whatever they did, whatever they put in us, just created a connection. They took you too. I saw it during whatever just happened. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
I accept.
A kindred spirit. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me.
Oh, I'm Baldurian too.
Is that so? We clearly move in different circles. So, do you know anything about these worms?
I know as much as you do, sir.
I suppose it's not exactly common knowledge. These worms are already affecting me. I can feel it. Now, what to do about it?
Well, we can stick together.
You know, I was ready to go this alone. But maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And you seem like a useful person to know. All right. I accept. Lead on.
And so it was. Astarion joined the party. He is already at level 2 because of all the experience we have gained previously. So, as a level 2 rogue, his hit points become 17. He gets Cunning Action Dash and Cunning Action Disengage, which is wonderful. We can also take the rapier that Shadowheart currently has, pass that to Astarion, and he's currently got a dagger, but is proficient with a rapier, and has +5 with that attack, thanks to his 17 dex. He has more supplies, some grease and thieves' tools, and he can cast Minor Illusion as a cantrip as his elven self, high elf. So, with those things done, we also have Sneak Attack available. That's 1d8 +3 + 1d6 for melee, or 1d6 +3 + 1d6 on ranged. Now, let's keep moving upwards and forwards, and perhaps today we might just be able to meet our 4th member of our party, completing the group that we will be moving forwards with.
They're trying to dig somebody out of the wreckage.
It's a mind flayer.
Whoa. They should be trying to get away if they had any sense.
Well,
Just get her out!
why can't I see it any longer? There it is. Get wrecked, sir.
Where are we?
There was fire in the sky, and then the voice. Oh God, the voice! What happened?
The voice, what was it saying?
Calling for help. God above, it sounded just like my daughter. But she's been dead for years. That thing got into our heads, drove us mad. We wrecked our boat just trying to get close to it. What do we do now?
You pick up the pieces. So, we are a travelling band of people that swear by our blades and our weapons and refuse to do any kind of magical attacks because the true way to violence is through the sword and the blade. And as such, I think we might be slightly villainous. So these folks can start off by handing over their valuables.
Help!
I didn't know this would start a fight, but sure. I'm more than happy to pick off a few weaker foes.
This feels good.
So we do not have advantage. It now shows us must have advantage against target. So we're just going to use our standard ranged attack for this. And then they're going to get one turn in. Oh, they hit Astarion for 7. That's rough. They must be punished. Alright, if somebody could hit them, please. There you go. Astarion got his revenge. And with that, Shadowheart has reached level 2. So, max hit points go up to 15. Class features a level 1 spell slot has been unlocked. We get Channel Divinity for Turn Undead, and we can now prepare our spells once again. So, as I have said before, but I'll repeat myself, the party on this occasion for this campaign is never going to use an offensive spell. So any spell that does damage. So we're going to have 2 fighters, a rogue, and a support cleric. As such, we will not be needing spells like Inflict Wounds or Guiding Bolt. We will take Healing Word, we'll take Shield of Faith, I'll take Create or Destroy Water, Bless, and let's take Cure Wounds for now, but I might try Command Halt later. We also get our Invoke Duplicity. We can summon an illusion to distract our enemies. So that is 3 of us up to level 2. And if we can just get around a couple more corners... Clamshell. Simple robes. Daggers. Rum. Ah. Viewers from the past will know that I never bothered with the rum and the wine. But now that it counts for camp supplies, it is very welcome into my inventory. And a makeshift bow. 1d4 piercing. That's very interesting. I don't need it, nor do I want it, but it's very interesting. Stale bread. Certainly so. The Mind Flayer has a spiked bulb, and then the last Stranded Fisher, a makeshift crossbow for 1d4 piercing. But it's worth 60, which is the same value, so I'll take that for selling down the line. Any chests or anything up top? Doesn't seem to be. So let's gather the party, see if we can't figure out our way up. And after which, if we can find our last hero for the party, we'll then wrap up there. I would like to jump over the flames.
Need to find a way forward. If not over, then through.
Is this... That's the goblin fight.
I hear shouting up ahead.
That's too soon.
We should check it out.
I don't know
Be
why.
careful.
It feels... I'm unable to zoom out very far any longer. I used to be able to zoom in far more than I currently can. Shadowheart, you have one spell slot left. Please heal Astarion.
Take your...
Perfect.
I have a lot on my mind. And, well,
And
in it.
there is Lae'zel and the 2 tieflings.
Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad and twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
You again. Get rid of them.
Well, I thought we had proficiency with deception. Oh, that might be intimidation. Let's try and persuade them to shoot the trap down. DC 5, we have +2 charisma. That will do it.
He's right. No one's safe if that thing goes loose. Not even us.
Damaze?
Enough. Lower the trap. Ready your blade.
You've but one chance. Join me or die.
Attack the tieflings.
No!
You lying rat!
Maybe, but hey, we're going to be alive at the end of this, and you won't, so, you know, it's the little victories. And it seems that they are now using these extra abilities, pin down and slash, on their weapons. I've traditionally not used these because they're not things that you would get as a 5th edition tabletop character. But very interesting to know that the AI is going to be far more deadly using those things in their arsenal. And we are not controlling Lae'zel for now. We are out of spell slots, so just to our standard attacks. That's massive. So we are still receiving a penalty to our attack roll for being on low ground. I know that they have removed the backstab element of attacking, but evidently working competently in 3D space is still going to be important. Now we're going to action surge here, give ourselves an extra action. Unfortunately we don't kill him, he still has 1 HP left. I was hoping to be rid of him before he got this turn. He hits Astarion again. Oh, come on. And this one seems to be engaged with Lae'zel, which is fine by me. Let's finish this off. And we'll do it from a higher position if we need to. Excellent. And then I think we should be able to make this shot. As long as Astarion doesn't get himself killed. That's not going to help him. But we can cunning action dash. That's going to give us enough speed to get up behind Shadowheart and hopefully... Oh well, they still chose to attack him. And they got to shove. Lae'zel having a really bad time with the numbers. I guess that's part of the variability of dice rolling. Oh, come on. Guys, what's going on here? They are within an ally's space, so we might be able to ranged sneak attack now. We cannot. That is really rough. Alright. You get out of there because you are very hurt. And I cannot deal with somebody going down this early. That is an acceptable goal. Alright, Lae'zel has been rescued. Let's go have a quick word.
They must have carried something. The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Lies. Just get rid of her.
Sorry, Shadowheart, but we need them this time.
You have made an ally from Creche Kalir. Few know such fortune. Call me Lae'zel.
Fool. No point in showing a mad dog kindness. It'll still bite you in the end.
You've a sharp tongue, elf. Would that your mind proved its equal.
Half-elf. I suppose the finer details are lost on a creature like you.
Alright.
Come. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. We will ask this Zoru where he has seen my kin.
No need for quite so much fighting. So we get some XP. Lae'zel joins the level 2 club as fighter. Hit points up to 20. Also receiving action surge. And then the last thing to do before we close out, just check what these folks have. Scroll of Animal Friendship, Dagger, Shortbow, Leather Armor. Shortbow over here. And the other guy up there, Damias. What do you have, sir? Shortbow, Leather Armor, and a Flute. So we've officially become encumbered. Movement speed reduced and jump is halved. Alright, well, I will divvy up some of our possessions in the meantime. But for now, it just leaves me to say thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you're all excited for patch 5 and what is to come with our heroes that will never be making an aggressive spell, because aggressive spells are blasphemy. Everything will be the blade, the hammer, the sword, and the shield. Until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.